God has a counter with them and gives them a promise, gives them a blessing, and they build an altar. And that way, every time they walk by that altar, they sacrifice peace offerings on it. It was a way of giving thanks to God. Every time they passed by that altar, they'd remember the promise that God had given them. I wish I was a diary-keeping person. I wish I would have kept a journal throughout my life. Never had the consistency to do that. It would be my most valuable book if I had a diary of everything God had done in my life. I wish sometimes when I was discouraged I could go back and look through pages like the psalmist. The psalmist kept a diary. That's why we have the Psalms. Some of the Psalms they're prayers to God, if you want to call it that, a prayer journal. But he built here an altar. He could look at it and he could say, God made me a promise at that altar. And as of yet, he didn't have children. He's barren. His wife is barren. But God made me a promise and he went back. I have certain things in my life that I can go back to and I can say, I met God there. And God gave me a great assurance there. And I want to encourage you, when God does something wonderful in your life, find a way to remember it. I'm not recommending building altars. I think journals might be a better way. But he built a pile of stones. He built an altar. It was the place of stone of remembrance. And you'll see the same habit in Isaac and Jacob. They'll do the same things. And oftentimes, they'll set up a standing stone and they'll name the place. They'll make the name of the place something like Bethel, which comes up means house of God. They'll name the place after an encounter they had with God.